Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Steven and this is the Storytime channel. This first pro-revenge story I'm about to get into is some of the most comprehensive payback I have ever read towards call scammers. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. Written by uriuriuritresveces, Computerized harassment goes both ways. Gather round, for this is a story of the liberation of the little guy. Please excuse any formatting issues as I am in mobile. I will make edits as necessary. Also, the conversations are translated from Spanish, so they may not be accurate, but the gist of the conversation is there. None of the names are real. If you don't know what a debt buyer is, then I recommend you look up John Oliver Debt Buyers on YouTube. Basically, debt buyers are companies that buy people's debts from different banks, and their entire purpose is to collect those debts. Their MO is harassment. Day 0. I get a pre-recorded call. Regarding your car loan, we have tried to reach out. You have been evasive. Drastic action will be taken. Please press 1 to call one of our operators or call number. I don't have a car and haven't taken any loans recently, so I find it weird, but I want to make sure someone didn't steal my identity. I press 1, but no one answers. I just hope they never call again. Boy, was I wrong. Day 3, I get 3 calls from their phone number, but I don't answer because I am working. I block their number. Day 4, I get another call from a phone number with the same digits except the last 2. I finally pick up and get the same pre-recorded message. I press 1 and someone answers the phone. I Google both of the numbers that I got called from. Turns out they are owned by a different company that sells corporate harassment technologies. They sell a multiple phone line service. This means debt buyers can call. Idiot operator says, "Hello, this is Dead Lawyers Inc. Who am I speaking with?" "Hello, I was just wondering who you were trying to call." "Can I please have your name?" "No, you called me. Please tell me who you are looking for." "I'm looking for Aldo Aguilar." "That is not me. Please stop calling me." "Do you know Aldo Aguilar?" "I do not. Please stop calling me." "How long have you had this phone line?" "That is none of your business. I am not Aldo. I don't know who Aldo is. Stop calling me." "Okay, have a good day." So now I know no one has taken a loan with my name. I am relieved. I hang up thinking it was all over. I wouldn't be here writing this if it had been over. Day 5, I get a call from them at 9 o'clock. I start work at 9:30, so I pick up. "Bueno? I thought I told you not to call me." "We're calling you because you hadn't paid your car loan. Who am I speaking with?" "Stop calling me. I don't know who you are. You are probably a scam. Just stop calling me. You are wasting your time." "We are Dead Lawyers Inc. We will stop calling you. Have a good—" Me interrupting him. "I want you to tell me that you will remove my phone number from your database. I am not the person you are looking for." "Sir, you took out a loan with huge bank. We are a debt buyer. We have to collect this loan. Please cooperate." "I can do this all day long. You either stop calling me or I will call you non-stop. I am not the person you are looking for." "What do you want to do?" "I want to chat for a bit. What kind of adult entertainment do you like?" "Can I help you with something else?" "Are you into feet? You sound like that kind of guy that likes feet. I hear it in your voice." "Sir, please stop. Can I help you with something else?" "Now you know how it freaking feels." "Sir, can I help you with something else?" "Stop calling me." "I can't do that." "Okay, have a nice day." I go to my morning meeting and once I'm finished, I call their number. I do the same thing as the last conversation. He hangs up, I keep calling. Rinse and repeat. Sometimes I sing a song by the Fabulosos Cadillacs. Sometimes I sing a made-up song. I always ask them to stop calling me and they always say no. I tell them I am a programmer and that they are not the only ones with access to a freaking computer. Until I finally get their supervisor. "Hello, my name is Idiot. I am the supervisor. How can I help you?" Me, firmly, "Stop calling me." "You are the one calling us." "Don't play stupid with me." "Sir, you have to pay your loan." "I don't have a freaking loan." "Then stop calling us." "Remove me from your database." "Just block our number and you'll be done with us." Do not play dumb with me. I know that shoot doesn't work. Are you going to remove me from your database? "Sir, you have—" Stop giving me evasive answers. Will you stop calling me? I am not giving you. You are giving me evasive answers. Remove me from your database now. Can I help you with something else? Stop calling me. Can I help you with something else? If you don't stop calling me, I will make a program that calls you every minute. Okay, can I help you with something else? Do you realize what you are doing? You want me to call you every minute? I am not bluffing. Can I help you with something else? Okay, you asked for it. I keep working and then I go to bed wondering how the freak am I going to make a call bot? I was bluffing. Day 7, it's finally Friday. On my lunch break, I Google Debt Lawyers Inc. They have a pretty nice website. I run a web crawler and find a couple of public forms that people can fill out. I save the URLs of the form for later, make a mental note that the site is built on a PHP framework, and keep Googling. Apparently, they are utter scumbags. There is an article from a reputable newspaper, if you can actually call any newspaper in my country reputable, that listed the 14 companies with the most harassment complaints made to the government. Guess who was in there? I keep searching and I find a forum where people have posted their experiences with Debt Lawyers Inc. Apparently, they called some single mother's kid and told them that they were going to lose their house and would never sleep on a bed again. Holy shoot, now I really want to annoy them. There is no better time to code than Friday night, so I call my friend Roberto, who is very well versed in the art of PHP. I offer him a 6-pack in exchange for his help. He accepts. I ask him if by chance he knows how to make software that can call them incessantly. Unfortunately, he does not. We get to coding but realize their website is too secure. We realize they don't have a CAPTCHA in their job application form. This is going to be fun. Roberto calls his friend Mariana, who is a software testing specialist. She gives us a couple of her scripts. We made a simple script in Python that would open a browser window, fill out the job application with garbage data, and send it. We put it inside a loop and each of us ran it overnight 10,000 times. 10,000 times! I am satisfied with our jobs and go to bed. Day 10, our code was pretty bad and it only ran about 1,000 times before it glitched out. Still a pretty good result. I run it again and ask Roberto to also run it. Day 11, it's a lazy Sunday and I have nothing to do. I decide that if I made a promise to make a call bot, I might as well make one. I started looking up solutions, but everything that comes up is Android or jailbroken iPhone. I have a regular iPhone, so no luck. I ain't giving up that easy. I have a Python console app installed on my phone. After some Google foo, I realize there is no way to make phone calls using the app. I take one more shot and check out the Shortcuts app. I knew it can be used to automate flows in an iPhone, but I always ignored it. I open it and see I can make phone calls. This is going to be much easier than I expected. After a quick look at a tutorial, I make a loop that runs 50 times and calls them. This isn't enough since they can just never hang up and leave the bot hanging. There is no command for hanging up, so I'm going to need to get creative. There is a command for turning on airplane mode and one for turning airplane mode off. So I make a shortcut that calls their phone number, waits 40 seconds, turns on airplane mode, waits 2 seconds, turns off airplane mode, waits 3 seconds, and calls again. I tested it with 6 loops and it worked. I set it back to make 50 loops and put my phone away. I would call them on Monday. I decide that I won't activate the job application script or the call bot unless they called me again. Day 12, at 9 o'clock sharp, I get a call from them. Mother freakers. I wanted to give them a chance. They've lost their chance. I pick up their call, press 1, and they immediately hang up. I call them back. Someone answers, but they don't say a word. Bueno. Silence. You won't talk? Okay, I will do the talking. I told you not to call me. I told you the consequences of calling me again. It is 9:07. For the next 24 hours, my robot will be calling you. At 9:07 tomorrow, I will be the one calling you. Please don't call me again after that. Idiot operator. Silence. He hangs up. I ran the job application script to send 1,000 applications. I open Spotify and put my favorite mambo and salsa playlist on full volume. I start the shortcut and put my phone next to my speaker. My phone is calling them every minute and blasting Celia Cruz and Buena Vista Social Club in their ears. I lower the volume, and in some of the calls I can hear idiot operator trying to talk to me and asking me to stop. It's too late. After 1 hour of the shortcut running, I feel bad for them and decide to turn off the shortcut. I give them 15 minutes to cool off, and after that, I call them. First call, they don't answer. Second call, I can barely get a word in before idiot operator hangs up. Third call, they finally listen to me. Again, idiot operator doesn't say a word. I kind of felt bad. I wanted to offer a truce. You stop calling me and my robot will stop calling you. Idiot operator has silence. If you hang up before giving me an answer, I will keep the robot running. I know you probably have metrics and these a-holes pay you based on that. You decide, next month's pay or deleting my phone number from your database. Idiot operator, silence. As you wish, I will call you tomorrow at… He hangs up. I run the shortcut. I am racking up calls like a kid with a Mountain Dew t-shirt racks up deaths in Call of Duty. 156 calls later, they finally block my number. I can't call them anymore, and I assume they won't call me back. Today, it's been 5 days since the call butt attacked. They haven't called me since. I am just writing this story and I'm tasting the sweet glory of defeating these a-holes. They are misusing technology to harass people, but they are not the only people with a computer. Hope you enjoyed the story and please keep revenging on. Anybody that goes above and beyond to annoy these call scammers like this, the telemarketers like this that are only there to try and rip some money away from you that they don't actually own or deserve, is a person after my own heart. I'm just trying to think of the most optimal annoying thing to put on the speaker would be. If there was a way that you couldn't have to listen to it, I would love to put some kind of like screeching sound or something that's just terribly grating. Maybe like the song that never ends from Lamb Chop or just something silly. If you had the opportunity, would you put like music? Would you put scary sounds? What would you do? Let me know what you would have blown these scammers up with in the comments below. Our next story is written by Conscious Audience 1. You scared me with one of my biggest fears, so I made you go face to face with yours. Okay, so my cousin is a prankster. She likes telling jokes, and one of her favorites is, during the holidays, she likes to tell me my uncle, her dad, is coming to pick me up. If I'm being honest, my uncle is not a nice man. He yells at me and everyone for everything. He lies about people to make them look bad and him look good. He makes fun of me for being overweight. He's very verbally abusive. It's gotten to the point where I've pretty much gray rocked him, which is basically no contact. And her favorite prank is telling me that he's coming to pick me up to take me to family gatherings, which I usually avoid going to if he's there. And 2 hours in the car with him? That's literally heck. So a couple weeks ago, she lied and told me he called and he was gonna pick me up for my birthday. I felt like I was having a panic attack. I remember crying, hyperventilating. I was pacing back and forth trying to figure some way out of it. And yes, visiting him is just that bad. She started laughing. I told her that's not funny. She knows how I feel about that man. She said, "Don't you feel better now that you know he's not actually coming?" I haven't forgotten that. It's been 2 weeks. I've had enough of that prank. I wanted to prank her to kind of get her back. I remembered her biggest fear: clowns. She's been scared to death of clowns since she was a kid. So I had a friend that's over 6 feet tall dress up in a scary looking clown suit. I told her I got a free dinner for 2 coupon for my birthday to her favorite restaurant and wanted to share it with her to bait her. We left and I had my clown in place. The plan was to stop in the middle of this old rural road and stop the car at a specific spot where my friend was hiding. Everything went to plan, and my friend parked his old junk car in the ditch on the side of the road. I stopped and said, "We need to check it out, see if they need help." While she's looking at it and looking around for the owner, I sneak back to my car. My clown runs out of an old barn and straight for us. She saw him, froze, and started screaming. She ran to my car, but I sped off before she could get in. I didn't abandon her, I just drove over to a hill where she couldn't see me from where the old car was and watched in my rear view mirror. She tried running from the clown chasing her, screaming for help. He caught up to her and she got on her knees and started crying. He laughed and revealed it was a joke. I drove back and started laughing with him. She told me that wasn't funny and I repeated what she told me, the "don't you feel better" line. She screamed and yelled the whole car ride at me that I could have scared her to death. I told her that's how I feel when she tells me about my uncle. So she finally got her taste of medicine. Let me ask you guys, this is very simple. Do you think OP is justified in what they've done here? Now obviously in the end, nobody really got hurt and the only person was the cousin who got absolutely rattled. Knowing that the cousin repeatedly mentions that the uncle is gonna come pick OP up, and that makes OP hyperventilate, have a panic attack, freak out, and they express that it's not okay and nothing is ever done about it, the cousin probably had it coming in my own opinion, but let me know what you think. And our final story of the day is written by Clapper246. Neighbor's parents' car was blocking our drive, so we moved their car. Title sounds very vanilla, but I can promise it's rather exciting. A year or two ago, I, 21-year-old male, was living with two of my friends. We had the ground floor of the flat and a similar aged couple had the top floor. Their space was completely separate, but we crossed paths most days and became good friends. Until the guy's parents moved nearby. Let's call him Jay. So Jay's parents moved to the area, a mile or so away, into a nice big house with a pool, big garage, etc. They also had plenty of cars. Their favorite being a 2000 Porsche 911 convertible. Every Sunday, Jay's parents would visit for Sunday lunch. They would stay inside for 2 to 3 hours and then go for a walk together before leaving. So the whole stay was close to 6 hours. Every week, Jay's parents would park their Porsche in the driveway but completely block the access for anyone else. When it first happened, we made them aware and asked them not to do it again. They said, "It's only a few hours, we're sure you'll cope." So if we knew we wanted to drive somewhere on a Sunday, we would have to park out on the pavement, which was a 5-minute walk or so. Until one blistering hot Sunday. As always, Jay's parents parked up the Porsche, but due to the heat, they left the roof down. So we hatched a plan. We knew they would be inside for a few hours, so my two housemates and I released the handbrake of the car and pushed it out of our driveway. There was no steering lock. We then proceeded to push the car the full mile back to Jay's parents' house, open the garage using the automatic controller left in the glove box, and then park the car inside the garage where it would be. We then ran home and continued our Sunday. This took roughly an hour. As we were chilling back in our flat, Jay started frantically banging our front door, shouting about how the car had been stolen. When we answered, he asked if we had seen anything before they called the cops. Turns out his parents were already calling the cops and had accused us of doing something, knowing how we hated them parking there. The cops arrive and ask for statements, etc. We tell them we have been inside the whole time and didn't see anything. The cops drive Jay's parents home where, lo and behold, they find the Porsche back in the garage. Jay's parents have no explanation. The cops think they've gone nuts and left. We cry with laughter every time we think of it happening. You may think we went out of our way to move the car, but it was worth it. Edit: we lived in the poorer part of town compared to the parents, but because we had a driveway, they didn't mind leaving the Porsche. They are now concerned about the safety of leaving a car, so they either watch or Uber. That is an incredible amount of effort to put into a revenge. That being said, all I can really say is if I was in that situation, I would be freaking out the entire time that they noticed, or that we weren't back yet and they realized that the car was missing, because although nothing happened, it very easily could have turned into a real legal issue. But with that being said, that's all the time we have for today. So what I want to say is thank you so much for watching and listening to the Storytime channel today. If you enjoyed the video today, please consider giving it a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing and turning notifications on so you'll never miss an upcoming video from the Storytime channel. Every single like and subscription is an important piece of our amazing channel. So no matter what you do, whether it's liking, subscribing, or simply viewing the videos, thank you all so very much for supporting the Storytime channel. I hope you all have a wonderful day.